why can't TikTok violate your First Amendment rights? Well, let's go back to our favorite chart, shall we? This is the chart of what the Supreme Court does to determine whether an action is constitutional or not. But the thing is, the very first question it has to ask is right up there at the top. Is the government involved? Because if the government is not involved, then the Constitution does not apply. The Constitution was an agreement signed by all of the states who agreed to give up some power in exchange for having a federal central government that did certain things. But that agreement required that central government to stay in its lane. And so those rights guaranteed to us in the Constitution keep the federal government from doing the things like suppressing speech, all the other stuff that are in the amendments. But it doesn't stop anybody who's in a private business from doing any of those things. So the TikTok ban was a constitutional Supreme Court question because it was the federal government trying to restrict somebody's free speech rights. But if a private company tries to restrict your right to speech, there's really nothing that the Constitution can do about it. The Constitution only applies to the government, never to a private company or actor or person, anything like that. Only to the government and people who work for the government, or sometimes people who look like they work for the government, but that's a whole other thing. A lot of these.